Hey, what up, decisive marketers? You know how they say if you stop growing, you're dying? I do agree with that on some level when it comes to business, is that if your business isn't growing, it does seem like your business would be shrinking and, obsolete itself over time. And I think that as your business grows, you have a team. If the business is managed by yourself, I think it's if you have that mentality to constantly improve yourself, that would be great. But when it comes to team members, it's sometimes hard to incentivize them, or you don't have time to actually give them the necessary training or additional knowledge to improve their efficiency, to improve their value in their roles of your business. And that's what I think this tool comes about, and it's called Further. And it's really simple to use, and it's really going to help your team members learn much better, and it's way easier for you to assign things for them to learn as well. And before I dive into Further, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content. So let's get going. So here we are in Further. This is the dashboard. When it comes to Further, right, it's like a learning management system for your team itself. That means within your business, within your company itself, right? So it's more of a internal learning management system, and it is a lot easier to create a learning program within Further itself. So, and Further does have a mobile app as well. So you can get your team members to install the mobile app, and then you can start adding them as a user. So there is a invite link, so you can send it to them, and they will they would be onboarded themselves onto Further itself. And next is you can create groups, right? So within groups, so you can have something like customer service, right? And this would be like my customer support team, for example. You can just create a group right here, right? And then you can add your you can add your team members who are in the customer service group to be within this to be added into this group itself. Okay. And next is once you have invited your team, you have added the groups, all you need to do is jump over to the content section right here. Okay. And in the content section, right, Further has already curated a bunch of content that they think is good or useful for you to add into your business, into your training itself, right? But you can still add your own content, right? So you can just click on add new content, and let's say you want to share a YouTube video, for example, right? Let's say this one right here. You can copy the link, you can paste it in, and it will fetch the content into Further itself, and you can then have that to be added as a learning assignment to your team members, right? So while it is still um, let's see, I guess it takes a while for it to crawl the content. Okay, so it says it's not suitable. Okay, so maybe we can look for a blog post. Let's say uh, okay, let's try something else. Let's try a different blog post. Let's try something from how to um okay, how to enable. Okay, so let's use this one right here. How to monetize your YouTube channel. Okay, so all you need to do is click on add new content, paste this link in here, and it will fetch the piece of content. Okay, it will take a while. Okay, so what happens is that you can add your own content in. It says that the link is not suitable as well. So um, maybe there could be some problem with the crawler. Regardless, right? So we have this bunch of content right here. So let's say I were to grab maybe two of this, and I can assign this to myself. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I've selected a mobile user right here. Okay, and then I can choose my content. So okay, let's jump back in here. Okay, and then I can review the details. Okay, and then I can assign this to one of my user, right? And what happens is that on my mobile, right, on my mobile app itself, I will then be able to see the content, the curated content on my uh, mobile app, and I'll then be able to read through the content, and once that is completed, it will show in the report that I have consumed a piece of content, right? So you can have blogs, you can have videos. That's what Further is able to create for yourself, right? And then you will be able to see this is like how the mobile app feed looks like, right? So you can you know if this is the feed that you want, you can have it right here, and your team member will be able to see like different kind of uh you know content, right? So let's say they check, let's say I assign them a particular uh list to go through, or content to go through. They were to go through it, right? And then if they were to come back, this is the entire mobile app basically, right? And you can set that up yourself, right? So you can also prioritize certain skill set that is to be added to uh, you know the feed itself. Okay, and what sources of content do you want. Let's say YouTube, so you can turn that on. You want Moz, you can turn that on, and then those content from these different sources will then be added into further as your learning process. Okay, and pretty much that's what further does. So I have received the assignment on my mobile. Let me just see if I can just share my camera right here. So sorry, let me just remove this. Right, so you can see here, I can see the assigned content right in here. Right, this is the one right here. Okay, and the blog post is put in within here, and I can bookmark. I can bookmark this. I can listen to it, right? So what happens is that further also
I feel Babada the urgent desire for a successful.
So this particular post right here, this is the one right here. Okay, this is the blog post, right? So what happens is that it doesn't just show me the blog post, but it has a text to speech feature where it will read the piece of content for me. Right, you read the piece of content for me.
Pushing me to join a mailing list to get a free.
Okay. Right. And there is a, let's see, there is a reader view, so it takes out all the what do you call that, the distraction, and I can bookmark this, and I can have more suggestions as well, right? So this would be the assigned content. So once I have checked out the assigned content, then it will show up in the report itself, just to let me know if I have gone through the piece of content or not. And in the suggested content, there is also an option for me to mark the content as irrelevant as well. So then it will be, I will then be informed of the that this piece of content might not be suitable. Then I can adjust that information as well later. Okay, so I feel that overall, I think that the overall, so I can see here in the reports, right? It now says, let me see what's going on right here. Right, it shows that I have one, so that is the piece of content has already been gone through, right? It's been consumed, one completed block, right? So I feel that further seems great, because you can easily, because every time you come across a blog post or a video that you feel that this is going to benefit greatly to your team members, then you can send this to them through using Further, right? So as a way for them to improve their learning, right? And what kind of skill set that is going to improve for them. The only downside is that I feel that Further does not have a learning management system of its own, so where you can actually upload your own content onto Further for training your team members, right? And I think that pretty much that's all I have to share about Further. I think overall it's a great idea where you can easily, grab content off the internet and start sharing it with your team so that they continue to improve themselves, learn better, right? And as your team grows, your business grows even more, right? And that's all I have to share about Further. If you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. If you know anyone who could benefit from Further, benefit from a internal sort of learning management tool, be sure to share this video with them. And lastly, uh, if lastly would be let me know what you think about Further in the comments below. I'll see you in my next video.